remember, locking started before I met these guys. See, a lot of people think that it evolved around with the seven people, but it wasn't there. I was a year and a half on my own in the streets. I mean, I got famous on the street. That crazy guy that dances weird, you know. But it wasn't. It's not glory at the top. That's what I'm telling you about. I had to work and get laughed at a long time, you know, laughing and grinning at me. I kept dancing. I kept getting better, and pretty soon, all the points and stuff, I was right on the music, you know. And you know, dance is what you know, music. Once you dance with the music, you consider dancing. It has nothing to do with it. If you can flip and do a backflip right on the music, you know, that's what it is. All of you have creativity. When I be talking about dancing freestyle, when I say freestyle, once you learn to dance, that means you add whatever you feel. Add your techniques, add your style. I like you to do when you take my dance and make it yours. I'm telling you, I want you to keep coming up with creative. Because when I look at them kids, I look at you out there, I see me when I first started. And, you know, I look and I want to go. I want to see you get successful. I mean, that's what life is all about. Touching each other and keep going. I did, you can do it. Don't be saying what you can't do. Don't let me. If you get around people and they start saying it, get away from those negative people. Because they're the ones, you holding yourself back, but they're the one that keep influencing you to make you thinking about that. Don't worry about that. I mean, I'm telling you, Don Chris told me I've never mountain. That's all I do. I just travel. It's not sad. I love traveling the world. But you would think I'm more in the United States working, but I'm working mostly overseas. You know, here, when I was in Moscow, Russia. I've been to Moscow and St. Petersburg, Russia. And it was a little incident that happened. The guy, when I went to Moscow, Russia, it was a guy that was carrying my bags home. And
it was St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg. Carrying my bags and stuff around, and you don't want it, you know, think it worked. He was the guy that brought us over, and one of the biggest hotels in Russia, he didn't want to own it. You know, I'm sitting there wondering, you know, but he wanted to do it himself. And we were at a class. My son was teaching the kids how to be free dance, and the Vladimir, that was the name, Vladimir. He was crying. He was upstairs full of tears. I kept wondering what's wrong with him. I asked him. He said, you just don't understand, Don. He said 15 years before here, it was communist over. Kids couldn't do what they want. Over there they teach dance, but you gotta follow instructions. If you want to get a job, if you don't follow, you out. You out the door. So when he said seeing your son out there telling them kids they can dance the way they want to do that, he was overwhelmed. So that was, but that makes you feel a touch in me. And when I got to leaving Moscow, going to the doing through customs, a soldier asked me, he's wondering what, this black kid or something over in Russia, teaching class. He said, well, I said, I invented a dance style and I'm teaching them dance. And the soldier walked over to the thing and he saluted him. He said, well, represents well. That touched me now. That's what we are. We're Americans, and we want to touch the other countries and bring them together. Sometimes you bring people all together just dancing, because you don't have to open your mouth. You appreciate them dancing, you appreciate your moves. When I came to the East Coast of New York and stuff, they always say they battle. In LA, we don't say battle, we say showcase. Otherwise, I want to see what you got, and you show me what you got. And if you're a real dancer, you want to be around the best dancers. You want to be around the best entertainers. You know why? Because you belong there, you're going to keep prospering. You're going to prosper around the best. You can't never feel like, I don't want to be around. He good. Ain't no too good. You're only going to be as best you work for. You got to keep believing in yourself. If you in Vegas and then you're in the biggest show in town, you want to feel proud of that. That's why I say, hold your head up. I told a little girl, just keep smiling. You remember, you're an entertainer. A lot of people don't understand that correlation of, you could be the baddest dancer on the floor. And you ain't looking down on the floor and there ain't nobody looking in your eyes and smiling, and you're looking back and smile back. Then you're holding something back, you're taking something away from you. You gotta remember to look for it. If you're blown in Vegas, you'll make it in Vegas. Don't let nobody hold you because you didn't do that. Those are little things, I telling those stories, I hate to say it, because I don't like to tell you the trash of things happening in that group. But it's gonna happen to a lot of future groups. And if I can tell you something and help you, make you avoid certain things that I've done, negative, I didn't do it personally, but my crew did, or that's what they call crews now. One guy was I don't call it, I hate to say stealing, but if he sees something laying there a wallet or something, you go and take the money out. Well, you can't, when you go to Vegas and stuff, you can't do that, and I'm gonna tell you a simple reason like that. One of you, they don't fire the one guy. You all gone. I mean, we was in Vegas making $1,500 a week. That's $6,000 a month. And you'd be there for 30 days, and you work 30 days making that kind of money once a month. And if something go wrong, and something else, when you go and work in there, don't touch nothing. If you go in there, don't touch nothing. Don't not drop, all in, and that's what I mean, one for all and all for one. If you got somebody in your crew or something that's doing something wrong, remember, you got to get rid of it. Because if you don't, I'm telling you what's going to happen. They ain't going to fire the one wrong guy. It don't work that way. They don't want to take no chance with y'all. Because you got one guy that's taking from the old people. They figure, you're going to dip if you see something on in the house or something, they're going to touch it. I mean, that's what happened to us. I got upset when I found out who did it. What I did was turn around and say, man, dude, I exposed, you know what he did? It was a hot pot of coffee sitting there. He grabbed the coffee, he tried to pour it, and I backed off, hit the TV. TV, just $5,000 TV. We all had to pay for it. And did they fire him? They didn't fire. What I should have did is not tell nobody that, because once they found one person in your group, they don't punish one person. We all lost that job just like that. And we were making that kind of, and they will already invite us back every other month. You don't look at it, but I'm telling you things that happen to us. Things that you might not think important, but it is best to get the best crew together. It's the best crew that you can put together that's one for all and all for one. You don't touch nothing, you go there and work, make that good money, and live happy and keep prospering. By that one little small thing, I wish I could do it all over, because I'll tell you what I do, I wouldn't say nothing. I'd have found out about it, handed it quietly out of the thing, and told the guy, Roger Miller, that I found my wallet. Everything's all right. I left it back here, Because if I'd have done that, we would still be working there. Still had that job every other month. But because one little thing, I didn't do anything wrong with somebody, but we all suffer. And that's something you got to understand, man. As a crew, if you five of y'all know each other. And if you got one person tendencies doing something, I'm letting you know. Take care of it. Or you be just like old Don Campbell. We didn't end our life there, but we wasn't going on stream on the strip in Vegas. Because once somebody knows, they tell all the other casinos. We had to get out of there. We went to Tahoe in Nevada. We started working with Liberace, so we still got work occasionally. But shoot, every other month we could run back to Vegas if we're not doing television shows. So I'm just telling you as the same thing. I'm letting you know those will happen to you. And you don't get second chances. So, I had my one shot over there. I can't go, I can't even change my name. I can't do anything. My name is Dirt in that section, not because of me. I didn't do anything wrong. They say the lockers, and I can't do nothing about it. They just fired you and hired another group. It was just like that. So, why I'm telling you? Because I want you not to make those simple mistakes. Because like I said, if you got a crew, most of y'all all together, if y'all sit collectively, y'all know who's got a problem. Remember, that's not his problem. It's y'all problem.